there, fans, collectors, and troopers. It's G-Man with G-Man Toy Reviews. Today, I got a special treat for all you Godzilla fans out there. Godzilla Team Godzillas. Yes, today we're going to show you some old blister packs from the Neca series action figures that they produced before they lost their license back in 2020. What I got in front of you right now is the beginning of Neca of 2014. Yes, that's when Neca started selling the 65th or 60th anniversary of Godzilla, and they based it off the newer Godzilla at the time from the first incarnation of the movie. And I think these are wonderful figures. On the left, you have the original one that came out right there. You can see the color difference in him. And on the right was the rare but different, kind of unusual black, bluish, greenish material that sometimes half the body looks one color and the other half looks, well, totally different. Both of them are now extremely collectible, ranging over $200 for this certain 6-inch figure. But also remember, they also put out a 12-inch figure also the same year in July. The first 6 inches came out in May of 2014. So what you got, like I said, the newer Godzilla that we all know and have come to understand from all the movies that have been put out. I'll turn down some of the wonderful music in the background so y'all won't get disturbed too much with me talking, hopefully. There we go. So what we got here, like I said, is the Neca's first incarnation of the Godzilla figures when they started back in 2014. If you flip it onto the sides, you see they got their tails. They're wrapped separately in there, the bendy tails they call them, with the wire in them. And then you had to put them on yourself. Also, the back of the packages were the same for the two Godzillas. Now, what most people don't realize, though, because the black one is more rarer than the other version of him there, and the reason why the colors just didn't, maybe it was production run halfway through it, or the China company ran out of the certain type of plastic and they had to change to a different other type of plastic to make these figures. Who knows? But what you got is two different Neca Godzillas and two different colors. And again, the black one is the more rare one. A lot of people didn't like it because that was the first one on the scene. And people was wondering about it. And then they try to redo it with the second one. They try to make it a little bit better because actually that was the whole idea. They were getting these and these at the same time. Now, I don't know if the China company that Neca was going through were doing two production runs at the same time with the same figure, or really did they run out of plastic and just changed it up at mid-production. Again, both of these came out in 2014 and they were available for sale in most area stores. I got one in Neca in Target, and I got another Neca at Games. I think it was, yes, it was GameStop. And I personally knew there was something weird about the right one here, and that's why I picked him up, because he was totally unusual than the correct color one that came out, first. So again, that's the 2014 Godzillas. But I bet you're wondering, I know you are, is it all of the blister packs? Is this it? Is this what Neca offered? Well, actually, we'll take these two away, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll show you the rest of them. We'll remove the wonderful cover sheet I have here, like that, and now you have all of these in front of you. I'll zoom out so you can see them better. Zooming out here, you see all of them on the wall there. Yeah, that is a lot of Godzillas. And what I'm going to do is show you the years they came out on top of, what styles they were. And hopefully this is going to end a lot of arguments because a lot of people still try to collect these and they're confused on what years they came out. So I'm going to try to help every collector, every fan, every trooper who want to get their hands on these. And remember, they're not going to be the retail price. Originally was around as low as $19.99, as much as $35.99 at the end of the run. I know Target was selling them for about $35.99 towards the end of their production run. Well, that was around 2019 or 2018, or it might have been 18, 19, and 20. I'm not sure, but Target was a little high on them. Target, I guess that's just how they got them, and they want to make some money off of them. And also, GameStop was selling them for around $25, which I thought was a fair deal. Toys R Us, which was still open in some places, was selling them around $19.99. So it all depends where you could get them. You can also shop on eBay or Amazon at Estes to get these too. Now, let's go from left to right. The left would be my right over here. This is where we're going to start here with this, and we're going to go all the way across because they're almost in chronologically in order. So here we go. Okay, as we turn it, we're going to zoom in a little bit more for you. What you got there is the original Godzilla right there. I don't know if y'all can tell, that's the original Godzilla. The top one came out first. That one came out in 2015. Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. I got the wrong one. That's next to Godzilla. The first one in 2014 was Godzilla versus Space Godzilla. The bottom one, which is kind of hard to find, this one right here, I'll get it closer to you. That's Godzilla 1985 or 84 or whatever way you want to say it. Japanese say 84 movie. We say the 1985 movie. And these were really nice. They were 2014 also, mid to late 2014 when they came out, almost early 2015. Just to look. Now, when you go over to Neca, that is the original Godzilla. One came out in 2016, that top one there of the original Godzilla, 1954. And the bottom one actually came out in 2017, but it gave you the first flame effect. And a lot of people didn't know this, but SH Monstars was giving flame effects to some of their thing, but they started cheaping out on us and not adding a flame effect. So NECA decided, hey, you know, our next Godzilla 1954 cursive, reissue basically for 2017, you know what? We'll go ahead for 16 and 15. 15 is the top one, 16 is the bottom with the effect. We'll give you a flame effect, which was pretty cool because as a martial art made you wait again for a flame effect. And if you had to buy it, you had to buy it all over again just for that flame effect. Kind of low down of SH Musarts to do that to some people and collectors, but that's just the way the game is played. Now, again, you're looking at both of the original ones, 1954 ones. Top one came out in 2016. The bottom one came out in 2017. Or 15, 16, I'm sorry. The bottom one was 16 and the top one was 15 of the original Godzilla or Godzilla from 1954. Now the middle one, everyone should recognize. This is the Godzilla 2001 Atomic Blast one. He came out in 2017, but his original one came out, Godzilla 2001, in 2016. So basically what you got is, basically you got on the other side of the original Godzilla says, 15 and 16, then you got 16 and 17, okay? In which a lot of people didn't know that. And the original one of the 2001 Godzilla, okay, the one with the ghostly eyes and all the souls of the Japanese soldiers in him. And then they repainted, did a repaint with a frost on his thing. It looks really nice. Some people like it, some people didn't. But I did. And again, you got another free flame effect, which was kind of cool. Now, when you go over, now you see, and I hate to tell people because a lot of people get this wrong. This is the Destoroyah Godzilla, and you can see the orange fins or dorsal fins on the back of this thing, And if you look at all his discs, they're outlined in orange because really the whole thing is orange. And what they did painting of the body, and it turned out pretty good. It was a very highly collectible item. But a lot of people didn't know that, and you're all going to freak out when I show you, they made another one for a special edition. And I'm going to pull that out. That is the glow-in-the-dark one for Loot Crate for 20, you ain't going to believe this, 18. That came out in 2018. The top one, the one with the orange, the glow-in-the-dark one, that one came out, believe it or not, 2014. So it came out with the original, basically lined up with Space Godzilla and Godzilla 85. And if you look at the face of Space Godzilla and the Destroyer, they look the same because it's the same figure, just different, stuff they used to make it. Okay, and of course, Loot Crate came in, like I said, 2018 with their glow-in-the-dark one. It had a shorter thing. Hardest one to get, to find. Nobody liked it. Nobody wanted it. And suddenly now, you can't even hardly touch them. I've seen them go up as $500 for this thing. I think a fair price would be around $250, $300, but $500 to me for a figure like that, that's a little high. Now, we'll go back over one more, and now you got Shin Godzilla that came out in 2017 because they redone it, did the sculpture in 2016, and a lot of fans were voting on it, and they didn't like it, how they were shaping up the head and all, and looked too low and looked funky. We didn't know how it was going to turn out. But believe it or not, that Shin Godzilla from Neca was better than the SH Monster Arts Shin Godzilla. And of course, a lot of people with the SH Monster Godzilla called it Shit Godzilla. And that's not a lie, that's Shit Godzilla because it was so bad with the painting apps and everything. And they tried to fix it and they still screwed it up. But yet you could get the deck for, like I said, less than say 25, 30 bucks, and you had a nice Shin Godzilla. The last one they made was around 2017, 18, or 19 was the last one with the frosted glow, and it gave you also some beam effects behind him. You got two, one for his tail, one for his mouth, and they could shoot in different directions. That was pretty cool at NECA, and that was the end of those series of the blister packs. So what I'm saying is these were all the original first NECA line of figures. Okay, you got all of those plus these two that started it all in 2014. So this has been G-Man with G-Man Toy Reviews signing off. Peace! Ha! Don't forget to like and subscribe.